SMCI survived an S&P 500 shakeup. That is the committee behind the composition of the index. Shook up a few of the components, and SMCI survived. So this time around, they didn't include volatile stocks. SMCI quite volatile. At some point, like a few weeks ago, it was the best performer, and I think last March of last year, when it got included in the index, it's skyrocketed. Was everybody was talking about SMCI last year and all that. So given what has happened with it, amongst other things, they are trying to include more stable, less volatile stocks. So we know very well that the broader economic and political issues are really, really affecting SMCI. Tariffs and all that. SMCI imports components from Asia, I believe, from Celestica and a few other companies, including TSMC, and then assembles them and sells in the US. So the tariffs affect these components, these sub components that they import. Unlike Dell and HP that import their own products from Asia. So the tariffs affects these AI server focused manufacturers. That affects them. Whichever way, whichever direction you want to use. But in the case of SMC, like I pointed out, it's their components, it's their input that is that faces the tariffs. So all of these affects their margins, their cost of production. Most certainly, you can imagine, will go up and does go up, and then there's also the rapid transition to the demand for more powerful chips and all of those things. So, but these are just the macro, issues that are facing SMCI and indeed its rivals. But at the same time, what is affecting the trade is the broader economic issues there. But it's not. You and I know very well that things could be going wrong. But if the market participants don't decide to act, then if it's the ultimately it's the action of market participants that influences the price, the direction of the stock. So some of the things we have noticed is that there's of late as well. There's now an increased use of leveraged ETFs. SMCI has SMCX. You know that very well. It's a 2x ETF, just an ETF that is simply focused on that's derived from SMCI. So SMCX. So what it means, 2x means that if SMCI gains like on Friday, as when the market closed in the post market session, it lost 0.37%. So it should be like 2x this loss. So let me show you now. Let me see. Let me show you what happened. So, but this, I don't think this was trading in the post market session. It probably closed when the market closed. So it's you can see, okay, it's up 5.86%. So this is what you can see the disparity. So these are some of the things that are affecting SMCI, and because this ETF is derived from SMCI itself. So these are the things that are affecting it. So um, the other one is the convertible notes as well. The investors that bought the latest convertible notes that SMCI, I think, said it was going to redeem sometime in 2029 or thereabout, and it has a redemption price of around $61. You know, those the hedge funds that are involved in that, they may not be as active as people who are using who are trading the leveraged ETF, that is SMCX, but they may not be as active as them, but they are also, they are there as well. What happens is that in as much as the conversion price is $61, it also moves. So as things stand right now, the current conversion of those notes is currently 48.40. Okay, let's get the price of SMCI now as of Friday. So the conversion price right now is at $8. So what happens is that whichever way, actually, for them, they're not in a loss as such. So when the prices go down, they are incentivized to buy more of the stock so that they can get higher, get close to their desired $61. They, the level they want to go get to $61 and even higher. And the company also wants that to be the case. But also mind you that when the redemption date gets close, when that day reaches, SMCI is going to issue more stock, but that's in the future. But in the meantime, this is what's going on. They'll be incentivized to buy more now so that they can push the price up. And then also when the price rises, they're also incentivized to short the stock. And when they short the stock, remember also that those notes also come with options. They come with call options. They are optionable. They are, what's the word again? They have options. They're associated with options. So, and you can imagine that when they sell a stock short, they can exercise their right to buy. So when they sell the stock short, they exercise their right. Then they use the money, the proceeds from the short, and then they buy. So they will eventually make a profit. But these are some of the things that can happen. So whichever way it goes, SMCI investors are there and they want to buy. Like these hedge funds as I mentioned. So, but in the very short term, retail investors, some of them are spooked by the tariffs and they are selling, and some of them are equally buying. But obviously, we have seen that the sellers have an upper hand. And hence the sellers they seem to have an upper hand. And given what's going on in the broader market, that is why we're now seeing because the sellers have an upper hand, the buyers probably are using SMCX to leverage things. It gives them a good standing. If anything small comes out of whatever is going on, they will get something. You can see, eventually the market for SMCX closed at 5.86, and then SMCI closed at a loss. So these are some of the things that are happening to SMCI, in a very short time. So broadly speaking, fundamentally things are it's a bit challenging for them. Compared to it's a bit challenging for them. It's not really better for HP. It's not really better for Dell as well. Whichever way, like I pointed out, whichever way you want to look at it, it does affect them. It's just that I think SMCI has been able to integrate the latest chip that NVIDIA has, but HP is not has having problems with that. So I think that's, if you like, that's where SMCI has just had an upper hand over HP. So that is still very much in the game. I mean, I think it's SMCI's biggest threat, but SMCI seems to be has probably in the good books of NVIDIA. I want to believe that the two CEOs are probably friends. They are indeed friends. I want to believe, not that really that it will. I think it does help a lot to a great extent. So this is really what's going on. So yeah, this is where the market closed at 8.09, 8.0907 as of Friday the 7th of March. Yes, and we have upper projections here. We have 47.99. We have 53.62 on all the way towards 54.73. We had a couple of upper projections some time ago. Let's see. I think we competed 52.56 and 60.65. I want to believe something like that. We competed. We were able to calculate that. Yeah, we were able to calculate something of those sort of levels. I think it's something we did. I think we did. Yeah, 52.56. I think we got even more prices, more prices in that direction. Yeah, but in any case, I will definitely continue to update you in the week concerning SMCI. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this video.